Sometimes I'm dirty. I'm even ashamed of myself. Every day I keep saying, God, may I not see somebody that knows me. Because, girl, I went to a private university, Bowen University. Someone will not see me. That I went to school together and see me dirty selling cement. Like, I'll be so ashamed. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Timmy. If this is your first time you're seeing my beautiful face, you are absolutely welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by today. I love you, I appreciate it. Thank you for your support always and every time. On this channel, I film about faith, relationship, personal development, and lifestyle. And if you love content like this, please and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you about how I landed in Lagos, Nigeria. I used to stay in Ibadan, Oyo State, but currently I moved to Lagos in 2019, and I'm going to be gisting you, telling you how I found myself in Lagos. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So in 2018, I finished my NYSC and I started looking for a job in Ibadan. But I have a business, a cake business. I started my cake business right from school, and during holiday I just do my cake. I've been learning cake from 100 level holiday, so I already had a name for my business. I was already doing cake as a business. However, it wasn't giving me that much money. I did not have that visibility. It could not sustain me, so I started looking for a job in Ibadan. I got couples of interview, especially banks. I remember the day I I went for my for UBA interview, and I had, unfortunately, in my mind I'm like, me, I will not be unfortunate in Jesus' name. So I went for quite a number of interview. I remember one of my auntie was also helping me to get Sterling Bank, and at some point Union Bank, and I think maybe First Bank or something. I can't remember, but I didn't get all of these jobs. And later I sat down and I asked myself, Timmy, do you really want to be in a banking space? Because at that time all the opportunities that were open was either sales or customer care, and majorly sales that was open to new graduates. So you'll be going to look for people that will open an account, blah blah blah, like that. And please, it was not my thing. I don't even know how to do sales. Like, when it comes to start meeting targets, I don't like that kind of job. I run away. Even if it's not sales, so far you are telling me that I have to meet a financial target, bring in business into the organization, I run away from it, because I don't really know how to convince people to come and buy stuffs. I don't know. If I'm not passionate about that thing, like my business, I don't know how to convince people. So I was looking for jobs. At some point, I gave up on Ibadan. So I remember the last interview I went for. I already got the job. I was already assured of the job. I started doing documentation, and I just remembered that I got back home and I started crying. Then my big mommy was like, "What's wrong with you?" My uncle came. I was like, "I'm just tired of this job, job hunting, blah blah blah. I'm tired. I'm fed up." My uncle was laughing at me, and he was like, "Ah, you just started and you're already crying." So later, I just had to pet me to say, "Don't worry." My big mommy was like, "Don't worry. God will do the best." Blah blah blah, like that. So after that day, I decided that, okay, people are going to Lagos for interviews. Let me try my best. So I started applying to jobs in Lagos. I was getting interviews. There are some that I got for banks as well. But at that point, I didn't want bank, but I was like, okay, let me start from somewhere. So I was still applying to banks. I think I did Sterling Bank in Lagos. I did, is it Access Bank? I can't remember all those banks anymore. But I also got other kind of job. I got customer care in what do they call this DSTV? Is it multi choice? Yeah. I remember that I was staying with my friend for like 2 weeks so that I could at least see how the job will go. I have to wake up 5 a.m. so I could get to, is it Lekki or VI? I can't remember the office. I think it's Lekki. So I could get to Lekki, and I said, is this the kind of life I want to be living? I would wake up, leave the house by 5. I won't get back home until like 9:30. The next morning I'm up again. I'm like, no, this life is not for me. I remember saying, calling my people back at home to say, this is what I'm going to, and they're like, drop the job and come back home, job. And I actually left the job because I could not cope. Maybe because I'm just getting to Lagos. I feel like this is abnormal. But currently now I feel like it's normal if you're in Lagos and you're leaving your house 5 o'clock, getting back 9:30. There are so many people that do that and they are surviving and they are thriving. So I went back home, but I was still coming to Lagos for interview. So there's this particular friend I had then introduced me to somebody saying I was looking for a job. So they got the job for me. I went for interview, I passed. So it got to the stage of, okay, you already got this job, your documentation. I did the documentation, but there was a last stage, and the last stage is to meet the MD, either the MD or the CEO, before you can resume to the organization. So that was where the problem began. So I went back home. I told my people I already got a job. I'm resuming to Lagos. I'll be moving to Lagos. Accommodation problem. I didn't want to go back to stay with my friend because I don't like to inconvenience people. So I just told my dad, help me get a place where I can stay in Lagos. I know you have some relatives. So he told me to. So my dad visited Lagos. He visited his aunt. Is it his auntie or I can't remember. She an elderly woman that is related to my dad. He visited the place because he knows that I cannot stay in any other place. So my daddy came to check to say, okay, can my daughter stay here? So he told me that okay, I should also go and just visit them to just say, oh, I'm doing the daughter also so and so I just came to visit you. So I went there, I checked, I'm like, okay, it's not a bad place. So at least for me to at least get my footing in Lagos. By the time I get my footing, I would maybe get someone else I can stay with or get accommodation. I don't know at that time, getting accommodation in Lagos is not a joke. So, guys, I hope you are enjoying my story. So, I visited and I'm like, okay, I will just stay here. I did not meet with the MD before I packed all my belongings in Ibadan to move to Lagos. So, I moved to Lagos. I started staying with that my relative that my daddy introduced me to. So I called the organization. They said I should come to so and so day. By the time I got there, they said the MD could not come. They are sorry, but I can't still resume without the MD meeting with me. So that's how I didn't hear from them again till today. I did not hear from them again. So I got frustrated because the person I came to stay with um was told that I got a job and I'll be going to work. So I had to explain to her that, oh, they said I have to meet with their boss and before I can resume. So she said no problem, but she can't leave me to be staying at home. I have to be following her to a shop. What is she selling? She sells cement. So I literally became sales girl in her shop. At least I understand. I can't be eating her food, sleeping and waking up without doing anything. The main reason why I came there, I wasn't going to work. So why would I be staying at home? So I was joyfully doing it for her, but I was not happy that why will I be selling cement? I remember that because she sells bags, like she has bags of cement that she sells, and she also sells in retail. She sells in wholesale and retail. So she even sells to the point that you can divide cement. Maybe some people want to buy half bag, some people want to buy one paint. So I'll be the one measuring cement. By the time I will be leaving shop to go, my whole body is dirty like I'm a bricklayer. I remember a day I was just thinking about my life. I said, Timmy, look at you, a graduate. You are here measuring cement, selling. But I think that I was determined that I wasn't going to go back home without getting a job because I could have packed my bag, say, well, let me just go back to Ibadan. If I get another job, I would come back to Lagos. So I saw it as an opportunity to just find my footing, like, okay, Timmy, find a way to get something doing in Lagos. So I was in my auntie shop for a month selling cement. I remember so many of our customers will say, this girl is a fine girl, oh, can I marry her? Some people even be like trying to like toast me. I'll be like, who is this one? You to me, what say me? My eyes so shaggy, but I just had to do it happy. However, I was not just comfortable that okay, I'm now in Lagos to relax. I kept on applying for jobs and all that. So sometimes I felt like, did I lie to my parent that I got a job? I started feeling that way because I had to tell my parent at home that, oh, I've not been able to resume this job. There was nothing like there was no way I could hide it from them because I was staying with the relative. So I had to tell them. So I started feeling bad that, oh, did I lie to my parents? I should have told them that I was still supposed to meet with the MD before I could resume. I just packed my belongings and all that. Fortunately for me, I was on different WhatsApp group where job posting is being made. So there was a day I saw somebody I know posted a job. So my friend I said I stay with the first time I got a job, it was someone like her uncle. So I messaged, I said, blah blah blah. I saw your uncle post this job, blah blah blah. I said, apply and chat him up and I'll also help you speak to him. So I applied and the next thing they said I should come for interview. I think next 2 days that the interview is in the next 2 days that I was going to write assessment before the interview. So I remember staying awake, reading about the organization, reading about the role. The role was help desk, like customer care service desk in a company. I would not want to mention the name of the company. So I remember staying up. I read about the company. The my friend's uncle told me all the aspect I should read about, that I must be able to use Excel very well. And at that point, maybe my Excel was 3/10. I stayed awake. I read about Excel. I opened the Excel sheet. I was practicing overnight so that I could get this job. I know that it's an opportunity to know somebody there, but it will not be wise of me not to prepare because I know somebody there does not mean that I will not be prepared. The person will just give me the job. I remember that I went for the assessment. I wrote the assessment, and I think I got, is it 8/10? That's like 80% of the assessment. And I saw other people that got 100%. I was already feeling bad. So the interview stage, I think what helped me was really the interview stage. I was able to speak up, I was able to defend what I know and all that. And I think after maybe 3 days or 4 days, I was told that I got the job. I was so happy. And that's another that was another issue because the job was on the island, and I was staying in Ogba. The other job that I was supposed to resume was Ikeja, so it was very close. Ogba to Ikeja is very, very close. But at this point, this one, the job is in VI. So I said, okay, Timmy, you just have to start your life. You can't say because he's on the island, you won't go to work. There are people that are doing this every day. You would also survive. Then I think I did it for 1 week and I was tired. I was overwhelmed. Um, my auntie, our family, everybody will have slept before I come back from work. They will just try to keep the key somewhere for me so that I can enter. Before they wake up the next morning, I'm out of the house again. So it was becoming so overwhelming. I just had to call my parent that, please, can you get somewhere for me on the island? Do you know anybody I can stay with? And my mom and my dad, God bless them, they came up with someone I could stay with, a family friend that we have in Abeokuta. I just called their family, like, oh, I have so and so person was like, oh, she's welcome. And I remember that the moment my parent told me that, oh, we saw somewhere where you will go and stay, it was on a Tuesday. See, I already packed my load for the remaining 3 days in the week because I'm like, since these people know I'm coming, let me just go and like stay with them for the next 3 days. I won't pack all my belongings. Let me even see if it's somewhere I can stay because I don't want to stay in a place where I would not be comfortable. Luckily for me, they were so welcoming. I enjoyed the place. Like it was like if you are driving, it's like a 10-minute drive from the house to my place of work. Even if you're entering public transport, because of trekking from inside the estate to the gate, it might spend like 30 or 45 minutes. It was so easy for me, and I was so happy that I could start that job. And that was the beginning of my career in Lagos. That was the beginning of my HR journey because the role I took up, which is the help desk, service desk, whatever, um, opened me into my current profession, which is HR, and I'm really grateful to God. So that's how I landed in Lagos. I hope that you enjoyed my story, and I hope that you've been able to learn one or two things I was thinking about how I ended in Lagos, and I said, let me just share this story. Somebody can just learn a thing or two. Even me currently, when I think about it, I say, okay, Timmy, you did well here because you never gave up. The point where I had to sell cement, I had to help out in the shop. Sometimes I'm dirty. I'm even ashamed of myself. Every day I keep saying, God, may I not see somebody that knows me? Because, girl, I went to a private university, Bowen University. Someone will not see me. That I went to school together and see me dirty selling cement. Like, I'll be so ashamed. So I learned that not relaxing, not giving up really helps. And after I got that job, I spent a year and few months in that organization before I left for my master's degree. And it was the beginning of a great thing for me, beginning of good career, and it has really helped me to put in the work and keep going. Yes, at this stage, I'm not relaxing, I'm not stopping. Yeah, the goal is still big. Like, what is ahead of me is still big. And tomorrow I would be glad if I have to move from Lagos to another state or to another place to maybe better my life, to keep building my career, because I really want to build career as much as I do business. I'm still a career girl. I'm still an HR, and I would not want to drop that for anything. Even if I stop working for other people in my business, I will still want to lead the HR department. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed listening to my story and you have been able to pick one or two things. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. You can drop comments in the comment section below if you have also engaged in transitioning from one state to another. Let me know in the comment section how it was easy for you. Was it very easy? Was it difficult? Or you are still winging it? And if you are still winging it, I pray that the Lord will be with you, the Lord will strengthen you, and will give you the strength to keep forging ahead in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay happy and stay blessed. Bye.